Once upon a time in ancient Greece, there was a young man named Alexios who was tormented by the fear of death. Every night, the thought of his own mortality kept him awake, and he found himself consumed by anxiety and dread. Desperate for solace, Alexios sought the wisdom of a renowned Stoic philosopher named Epictetus. Alexios approached Epictetus and poured out his heart. "Master, I am terrified of death. I cannot escape the fear that haunts me every day. How can I find peace in the face of this inevitable fate?" Epictetus, with a calm and compassionate demeanor, invited Alexios to sit and listen. "My dear Alexios," he began, "your fear of death is not uncommon. Many people are troubled by the thought of their own end. But let me share with you the Stoic perspective that has brought peace to countless souls." Epictetus continued, "First, understand that death is a natural part of life. Just as birth marks the beginning of our journey, death marks its conclusion. It is not something to be feared, but rather accepted as an integral part of existence." He then shared an analogy. Imagine life as a grand banquet. Each guest arrives, enjoys their meal, and eventually leaves the table to make room for others. Death is simply our turn to leave the banquet. It does not diminish the value of the experience. Rather, it completes it. Epictetus observed Alexios's thoughtful expression and went on. "Secondly, consider the concept of Memento Mori, a reminder to embrace mortality. Reflect on the transient nature of life and cherish every moment. By acknowledging our limited time, we can live more fully, appreciate the present, and find contentment in the here and now." To illustrate this point, Epictetus shared a story of his own. There was once a king who had a servant remind him daily, "Remember, you will die." This reminder was not meant to induce fear, but to instill a sense of urgency and purpose. It encouraged the king to make wise decisions, act with virtue, and live a meaningful life. Finally, Epictetus spoke about the importance of focusing on what we can control. "My dear Alexios, death is beyond our control. Worrying about it only robs us of the joy and peace we can experience in the present. Instead, focus on living a virtuous life, cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By doing so, you will find that the fear of death diminishes, and you will embrace life with greater clarity and purpose." With a newfound sense of understanding, Alexios thanked Epictetus for his profound insights. Over time, he practiced the Stoic principles and found that his fear of death gradually transformed into acceptance. He learned to live each day with gratitude, mindfulness, and a deep appreciation for the fleeting beauty of life.